So hello, my name's John. It's Sunday the 23rd of November 2014, and this is a project I've been working on since last August. This fermenter. This is a what I estimate to be a 2-barrel fermenter. 1 US barrel is 31 gallons, and I measured this out, and it holds 68 gallons. So 62 gallons is 2 barrels plus a little head space, right? Anyway, this fermenter is old. I have no idea how old it is, but it was probably made in the 60s, maybe. The company that built this stainless steel tank, Frank B. Lomax, was on the internet as early as the 20s, and now they're out of business apparently. So I found this. I came by this fermenter out in the middle of the woods, not too far from a place we call Hatcher Pass. It belonged to somebody. Her husband had owned it, had purchased it, thinking about starting a brewery of his own, a microbrewery, and then he passed away before he had a chance to use it. So it'd been sitting around for about 13, 14, 15 years, and then I was told about it and was offered to purchase it, so I did. And I did some modifications to it. Besides cleaning it up, this racking arm here was not there. It was just the outlet at the bottom, and then the one at the top there, and that was it. And the rim was a little dinged up. This doesn't have a good airtight seal, so and it was a little warped. You know, it's been sitting around out in the woods for a long time. So I finally, last Monday was just before Veterans Day, was able to get together with some friends and not fill it, but we have about 35 gallons in it right now. And so put the lid on it, put an airlock on it, and it still wasn't sealing, and my garage here smelled like a brewery. So I just thought, well, hey, you know, I'm an electronics guy, and I do installations and stuff. Maybe I could get some of this duct seal compound that you get at Lowe's or any of the hardware stores. It's like $3 for a pound of this stuff. It's like modeling clay, and it never dries out, and you can pull it off and reuse it. And so that's what I did here. First I clamped it, and I have a little nitrile gasket that I handmade and put under there, and that didn't work. Then I went with this duct sealing compound, and I just finished it up, and it did the trick. So you can see up under the lip there, I just squeezed some up under there, and it is sealing, and you know, this is like a little 5-gallon batch, but that thing is really putting out some bubbles. And this thing has been going for, oh, it took 2 days before I started getting a croissant, the foam on top of the beer. And but I could still, that's when I could smell it, about Wednesday of this last week. And now it was still going. You know, it's going to go for a while. The temperature on this batch of Bohemian Pilsner is right about 58 degrees. I have the heat off here in my garage. I live just north of Wasilla, Alaska, and we just got our first dusting of snow. It's about 29 degrees out, and so it's kind of difficult to keep this thing cold enough. I don't have the heat on in the garage, but and occasionally I have to open the door to cool it down a little bit more. So I'll just do that for the winter, and then maybe I'll think of something else going forward. I have an upright freezer for my smaller Blickman 14.5 gallon fermenter, but for this one I just don't have any room to cool it. So maybe I'll have to put an insulated box together outside, and then a small heater in it or something like that, so it can get down into the 40s. Because really, this is 58 degrees is a little bit warm for this style of yeast. This is a 2124 Bohemian Pilsner yeast from Wyeast, and so really, you know, this is at the top end of where it should be, and then in the secondary stage probably should be even into the mid 40s, which I've done in my upright freezer before, and it worked out perfect. Anyways, I just wanted to show off this thing. I'm excited that I was able to get this airtight seal on it with just something as cheap as $3 duct seal. And that's all for now.